What does that mean? She like we. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I know it's been like a couple weeks or months, or I'm not quite sure when last I posted, but yeah, I'm back. So for those of you who don't know, I went on a trip to Zimbabwe and I spent about a month there, roughly like 3 weeks. And knowing myself, I am terrible at vlogging and terrible at maintaining a schedule, so I did not vlog every day, but I vlogged a little bit in like different sections of like every day almost. So I'm just gonna put it all together and just kind of walk you through everything that happened. So first things first, obviously we woke up and got on the plane. But we didn't just wake up at a normal time. We had to wake up at we had to leave the school at like 3 or like 4 or something like that. I can't remember. But we were all so tired. But it was good because it allowed us to have more time to sleep on the plane. And like by the time we got there, I don't think any of us were jet lagged because we just slept the whole time. So we flew from Calgary to Amsterdam, and that was like 10 hours. And then we flew from Amsterdam to Johannesburg. It was like 9 hours, something like that. And then we spent the night there, and then the next day we flew from Johannesburg to Zimbabwe, Bulawayo. And so, while we were in Bulawayo, that's where our teacher's parents lived. Anywhere we went, we like always went back to her house. Yeah, that was like the base, you know? Oh, one thing was the people that went on the trip last year, like the year before that we did, it was like kind of switched. What was their beginning was our end, and what was their end was our beginning, if that makes any sense. So they started off doing work and ended off with like relaxing, but the days didn't really like work for us this time, so we had to like have the relaxing bit first and then the work bit after. So we spent the first night at her house in Bulawayo, and then the next day we drove to another a small village called Milibizi. And every night, like, we would go on the lake on her boat and like just talk about our day and how everything went. But yeah, and there was a pool, and Ethan, my main man, her son, he filmed some clips of him like throwing the camera and like jumping into the pool. And anyway, so that was kind of our relaxing time. We also did a little bit of work at a local school there. While we were there, one thing that my teacher told me that was, I was like, what? Some of the kids have to walk 9 kilometers to school and then 9 kilometers back from school every day. She made us walk 9 kilometers to the school just to like kind of put into context how much they walked, and it was crazy. It was hot, and it wasn't even summer there, it was winter there, and it was still like, I was sweating, pits were staying, like it was just not a fun time, but it just kind of put in perspective how lucky we are. Anyway, moving on. So when we got to the school, they like welcomed us with singing and everything like that. And while we were there, they showed us some of like how they made their food and everything, and it was really cool. And like yeah, anyway, that's about it. And so after that, like, I was really sad. A couple of tears were shed. Nobody wanted to leave. Like, honestly, I told like, I'm moving back here. Don't even worry about it. Like, I'm gonna come. Like, I'm gonna live in your little houses with you. I'm gonna cook your food. Like, I'm gonna bring so many clothes with me when I'm coming to visit you. They were so nice. And then one girl, we were playing like this little game. She started to working. I'm like, that's a girl. Next, we went to Victoria Falls, and I got soaking wet there, and even though I was wearing a freaking poncho thing, it like ripped and everything. It was just not okay. And also in Victoria Falls, that's where they have like different weird activities. Like they had like a gorge swing, which is kind of like a what's it called? Bungee jump. there was a zip line that went down, and then there was a zip line that went just straight across. I was a wimp, and I just did the zip line that went straight across because I am not like an adrenaline junkie. I do not need that in my life. I do not want to die. I'm not ready to die. But luckily, one of the girls on the trip, I let her use my camera, and she jumped off the platform and she did the gorge swing. So there's a little clip of that. And then one girl, I was like, okay, here's my camera, like, just click record, like, when you're ready, like, blah, 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 blah. But she was so scared that, like, when she got to the platform, like, she forgot to click record. And she was the only, like, I didn't see it, because I was, like, looking at some freaking 4-year-old girl going down the zip line that I was too scared to go down. And I missed her jump. And she freaking did a front flip off of the thing, like, without even realizing, like, she just kind of flipped forward. And I missed it, and she forgot to click record, and I was so And so that was like the half of the trip that was the relaxation part. And so now we're moving on to the work part. So we went to this place called Antelope Park, and there we did like a variety of things. But yeah, we did a lot of things that I didn't really film. So for example, we went to an orphanage. We went to an orphanage. We bought clothes and some food and like snacks for our orphan children. We went to go feed some street kids, so kids that didn't have homes. And we also like did a lot of help around the park, Antelope Park, and like there was this one time there were weeds growing in the lake or the river, and so we spent like 3 hours pulling the weeds out from the water. So that was fun, a great team building experience. Yeah, so we did a lot of other stuff that I forgot to film, but yeah. Anyway, while we were there, we had the opportunity to walk with lions, and they were about 7 months old. And our teacher told us not to think that they were really cute or like be fooled by their cuteness, because they're actually like really dangerous, but they were so cute. I just wanted to pick them up and like cuddle, and they looked so soft, and we got to pet them. They were so cute, like, oh my goodness. And we also did a lot of work with feeding the lions, and so we like chuck huge pieces of like game into their cages. And there's a thing that they have called a lion feeding, where they like pile a bunch of meat and then they lock away the lions, and then they let them go, and like they chase after the meat. Oh my gosh. Anyway, but and we were like right by the fence. Probably the scariest thing ever. And like at one point one of the lions was eating, but they looked through the fence and like jumped up at the fence and like leaped for the fence, and it was so scary. Like, Lord knows if that fence was not there, we would just gonna leave it. But anyway, like honestly, one thing I could say was that like people need to go on this trip or go on a humanitarian trip. Like, it's so like life-changing. And I know it sounds cliche, but you need to experience it. Like, it's so good. Everyone was just so sweet there, and I'm gonna miss them a lot. And yeah, anyway, thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe and do all that fun jazz, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Don't really know when that is because I suck at doing this, but yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. You wanna put